go on rest and relaxation?
In Guam, I did for 3 days. Went to the officers. They was things were different then than they are now. You had officers' country and you had enlisted men's country. And you wasn't allowed to mix. Them officers had a nice beach up there, all fixed up, and officers and nurses. We had an old rock bank down there. The thing is a whole lot different now than I was then.
Do you recall any particularly humorous or unusual events?
Well, over on Guam, we went over to that, well, it wasn't nothing, just a hillside and the ocean. And we went over there and they brought 2 or 3 cases, this 3-point something beer. And we got over there, and there's one tree on that whole hill. And there was a monkey sitting up in it, a little monkey. And there was a spotted dog about the size as big as we got out there. And he kept that monkey up that tree all the time. And that old monkey, he watched that dog. That dog gets pretty good distance away from him. He jumped down and he had a little cup about this big around. He go to everybody and they give him a little
beer.
Beer. Man, he had that cup going down the line. Everybody give him a little. Wasn't long that monkey got drunk. He climbed back on his limb, sitting up on the limb, fell off backward. Had a chain, I guess a 100-foot chain. And he get brave. Get back up there and here come that dog. Underneath his limb, he jump off on that dog's back. That dog would take off. Everybody got a kick out of it.
So were there, I know you didn't have very much time, but did you ever get to play any pranks or anything on any of your friends while there?
Oh, there's always something. There's so many that you can't even remember. You had pretty good companionship. You cut up a whole lot. We played a lot of cards. If we had any time, we didn't have much time to. They wouldn't let you be not have nothing to do. They made sure you had something to do all the time. I had to, because we was crowded on there and had 2 or 3 fights. Crowded on there. They kept you busy all the time.
Did you get to keep a diary?
I did partially. I kept one, but I got to keep diary book. Over in England, when I was over there, it all faded out. Couldn't make nothing out of it. Just memories.
Do you recall the day whenever your service ended and what it was like to come home?
Yeah, I said you that a while ago. I was going to sign up. Wasn't even going to come home. I was going to sign up on that crew on the sea. I got up to sign the papers. I took it and headed home. We put us on a train, and it took us 3 days to come from San Pedro, California to Chicago. And I never seen any of the mountains or nothing, I don't reckon. We must cross them mountains at night, I don't know.
So what were the days and weeks like immediately afterward, whenever your service ended?
Come home. And I had to work. I stayed home 3 days and took off to Detroit, Michigan. Stayed up there a year before I come home. And I had to help support my mother and father. They was old. That's one reason I joined the Navy. It made a lot of it out to my mother. And sent us money from Detroit. Back then, you couldn't get a job around here at all. come home after a year. Raised a farm out here on Lover's Lane. A friend of mine back where I originally worked come by, and I went out to his house and made him walk over to her house. And I knew I knew my lady's number.
Well, it was nearly 2 years after I met you before we got
Well,
married.
that's what you grow up.
How old were you all when you got married?
I was 24 and she was 16,
You was 20.
17.
You was 23 and I was, well, 16 and a half. Mama had to go sign for me. We got married in 49.
Been a busy life. I got no regrets.
Did you make any close friendships while you were in the service? And
Oh, yeah.
did you still keep in contact with them
No.
afterward?
No, they all let some boys up in New York and up in there around the eastern United States, and then I met a few from Alabama, Georgia, down in there.
Did you join a veterans organization?
No.
And did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
Well, I got no regrets. Somebody's got to protect. Just like business world and anything else, you got to look at it yourself. If we didn't have a military, I don't know what we'd do. We'd be talking German or something else.
Did you have a post-traumatic stress syndrome diagnosis or shell shock? Oh, okay.
Never had time. I wasn't in any land battles. In some bombing raids, about all I was ever in. Boy, the England know they should. I went over, I was surprised how the Germans blowed it up. They blowed Plymouth, England, all printed off the map. I don't see how them people survived.
Did you have trouble sleeping while you were
Well, he can sleep standing up now. Or sit there and...
I slept in a forward compartment, and there's 4 canvas beds high. And all you had room to do was catch old chain, slide in. And I thought I'd get good enough, but I never did. There's 2 guys on top of me, one under me, and I'd try for the general quarter to go off. Well, I'd try to get out before they got down. And every time I got my feet on the ground, here they come right on top of me. And I slept many nights just going up and down this way. And once you get the rhythm, get to sleep. I never did get seasick, but boy, some of them got terrible shape.
I was wondering if that took any trouble getting adjusting to that.
No, I never did have any trouble. There's a buddy of mine. He gets so sick, I went back and dug him out of a 20mm gun turret one time, laying flat his back and waved, washing over in his face. Took over his watch, and I said, boy, if you don't get out of here, you're going to die. He said, I can't die. I'm too sick to die. But there's several of them just couldn't seasick, just couldn't take it. The rest of us go around and talk about eating pork chops and everything else. Here they go.
Make them sick of hearing you talk about it.
Yeah, man. Well, some of them get deathly sick.
Did you ever have thoughts about suicide when you were in the service?
Nah. Too big a coward.
And I know you're not in any organizations, but do you ever attend, or did you ever attend any of the military reunions?
No.
They have them so far away.
Yeah.
No, well, the veterans, me and you went down here to this
Oh, yeah, that's just the
VFW
VFW thing. That's not.
thing. There's a bunch of them down there. What
Well-
was it, Centennial or something? Centennial Bowling Road. There wasn't room to find a chair. I even refused the mayor's seat.
Remember they brought you all down there, the ROTC boy,
Mhm.
when they had the
I even refused the mayor's seat. She wanted to take some pictures, and we got in there a little early, and I got her a chair and sat beside of me. I finally recognized she was the incoming mayor. She hadn't got to office yet. And Peanut Gaines wanted me to let her sit down there, and I wouldn't do it. I said, no, I got this from my wife. She'll be here in a minute. He got up and let her have his chair. I heard him mumbling was, I may have to make somebody leave.
Never do that.
But I ain't gonna never do it again. She never did come back. Very.
I couldn't get back. It was so crowded, I couldn't get through the people to go back to where he was. We just had to stand there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it no more. She's gonna have to take her own seat.
Well, I wanted to get some pictures of Shane when he come in, because I knew they were going to be marching in through the back and everything.
Yeah, he was.
ROTC.
He's our old TC. Got back top dog, I reckon, for a while. What was it, Major?
Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel. Yeah. ROTC. We kind of proud of him.
Well, are there any other stories you'd like to share or anything else you'd like anyone to know about your service?
Other than the fact that I've had a good life.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you for your time and thanks for sharing these stories. Go ahead and turn this off.
I got on a train, went to New York. Well, three or four of us got Liberty, and we went downtown, down Broadway. And I needed a haircut, so I went in there, barbershop, and stopped, got a haircut, and they waited for me. I thought all this stuff was free. I went with 75 cents for a haircut. I thought all this stuff was free. You want this? I said, yeah. You want this? Yeah. I thought it was all the same price. I had $6. When I got through, I owed him $5. I had $1 left. Went down there to Jack Dempsey's restaurant down there on Broadway. Back home, hamburgers 15 cents. Back in. And I ordered a hamburger. And I swear that hamburger cost me $1. I didn't have nothing.
Oh.
But them lessons, you don't forget them. I mean,
Yeah.
I was pretty sharp the rest of the time.
Always weird in the field.
I don't care how much education you get. These lessons come to you through hard knocks. Sooner or later, you have to pay the price. But I'm still living. Not many of them left.
Well, no, all of them you named, I think, that really, you know, and it's amazing how many, he worked with the fire department for 22 years, and nearly all of them was on his shifts. They passed away. Of course, in their 70s and 80s and everything, and then we had 2 sons that passed away, and it's just shocking to know how quick they can go. Both of them worked for ACBL barge line up in Louisville, but Larry got to be in the office building up there. But David, he was still on one of the boats, and he was down